Hi everyone, how are you doing? Is alright? Hope you're having a good Friday night. So we've got Swansea tomorrow, big game. Crucial that we get another 3 points because we've got Manchester City after Swansea. So just before we get on to Rafa's press conference, we'll be talking about transfers and also team news going in tomorrow. Quickly just touch upon Ivan Toney has rejoined Newcastle. We knew that, we covered that. However, he's went back on loan to Scunthorpe where he's been there before. You know, a lot of people saying he didn't get many games at Wigan. That's actually untrue. He actually played 20 league games, scoring 4 goals, but a lot of them were substitute appearances. I think that's why Newcastle said, nah, they've got to loan him out where he's going to start games. And Graham Alexander said he's absolutely delighted. It happened literally overnight. He got a phone call off his agent and then he literally signed him the next morning. Pretty straightforward as that. So good luck, Ivan Toney. Go and get some goals. Him and Armstrong on a similar kind of boat in coming in the summer because he's nearly 22. He's got to go and press now because if he doesn't press in pre-season and the likes of Armstrong, what happens next with him? Right, okay, so moving on to Rafa's press conference, what he said today. First of all, they'll go straight into transfers, so he's hopeful of doing something. You know, the Chronicle have said that the deal with Kennedy is almost done. It's just Chelsea are waiting to find a replacement on their side before they allow him to go out on loan. Now, for me, that is a risk because what if Chelsea don't find a replacement? Newcastle aren't going to get their man, so maybe, you know, look at possibly other options as well. I know Kennedy can fill in at left back because we've had problems there this season and also playing left wing as well, so it'll add competition for Atsu and Roland Aarons. He still doesn't know his budget, which is really alarming for me. I said this a couple of weeks ago, or I think it was last week. You know, it's the 12th of January, 13th of January, and he still doesn't know his budget. We're coming up to mid-January. It's an absolute joke. He doesn't know who to target, what the wages are, what the play. Well, when I say he, I mean the board. I don't know why he's saying that. Maybe he has to say that because he doesn't want buyers to know maybe the takeover deal's already done. Maybe Newcastle have a lot of money and he's just playing dumb and he's just trying to keep the lower fee down. I think it's probably a mixture of all sorts there. He has said that, look, he's got a list of players and he'll see how it goes. They will be working to the very last day. We'll come back to Rafa on that 20th of January deadline, which he touched upon. Team news for tomorrow. Rob Elliott and Chancel Mbemba are back. So it'll be interesting who Rafa goes for. We know Freddie Woodman played in the Luton game, but we know Carl Dollar was fantastic away at Stoke, possibly man of the match. Rob Elliott is back, so it'll be interesting if he goes straight in with Rob Elliott, puts him back in, or he goes with Carl Dollar. Can't see Freddie Woodman playing this one, but I could see Freddie Woodman playing in the FA Cup later on this month, which has now been selected for televisation by BT Sport. So those two are back. Gamez, well, we've seen Gamez actually go out in crutches, so he's not available. Flauner Jr. is not available, and Mitrovic is ruled out. Whether that's true or not, or there's just no future at the club, Mitrovic will not be taking part regardless. Lascelles is fit, which is fantastic. Rafa has stressed how important he is as a captain and a leader as well. Now, there is an article on our website, newcastlefanstv.com. Have a look at it because it talks about McLaren, the players were lacking effort under him, and he's fighting back against Jamie Carragher, Gary Neville, talks about the fight of Mo Diarmi, the Rafa, etc. It's a good read on our website, have a look at it. Now, touch upon Swansea having a new manager. He said that, look, Carvajal's got a great record against us. He wants to put that right because he's won 3 in a row against us now. He wants that to end, but he has stressed that, again, it's important for Newcastle to get 3 points. Newcastle are doing well, and they need that to continue because we're 3 unbeaten at the moment. Hopefully we get a win, or the worst case scenario is a draw against Swansea, and that'll carry on going into the Manchester City game with hopefully a little bit of confidence. Speaking of confidence, he has stressed that deadline that Rafa said he wants all the deals done by the 20th. He's only got just over a week to do it, the board. It's alarming for me because he set this deadline on 20th. Look, I want at least a couple of players in and want the deals done. He doesn't want to go into the last few days of the transfer market more or less panicking. We've seen with Matt Target in August, we didn't get him over the line on deadline day, so it is a bit concerning. You know, the board let him down, but he said that his focus is just on the matches at the moment. Now, talk about players going outbound. There was a lot of speculation saying about John Joe Shelvey. He said that, look, Shelvey isn't for sale. Simple as that. So that'll cut all the rumours, all the crap rumours that the newspapers spread. Shelvey isn't going to sell people who are playing in the side. Basically, that's what Rafa said today. And also, the players are in the first team, not the under 23s. The players who are amongst the first team, he's not accepting any loans for them. He wants cash for them, and then he wants to find a replacement. So that is crystal clear from Rafa Benitez, and hopefully that'll stop your daft speculation. But that's been the news on a bit of Ivan Toney and Rafa's press conference as well. Later on tonight, it probably will be late. If you are watching on Facebook, subscribe to us. We're nearly at 12,000 subscribers. We'll be on the whiteboard later on, just going through each teams as well. So pop over to our YouTube channel. But if you watch on YouTube, if you stick that, there's a bell. If you subscribe, there's a bell next to ours. If you look further down, if you hit that bell, you'll see exactly when our videos come out. See you later. Bye.